Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. The Huskies' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back.
Yes.
He'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Kennesaw State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this guy's a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse, too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and made. The Huskies offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to throw, it's Vaughn. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. And it's intercepted.
That's a good pick.
Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, but hey, listen, put it behind you. We've had a great season so far, young man.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And finished the deal with a short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UConn offense goes back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he'll move
That
his
was
way
a
forward
good
to
throw.
the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. UConn quick to the line. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Give to the running back. Tackle was made after the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. And the timing just a hair off. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. They'll bring up a big decision. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. The give to the back. They finally make the stop at the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
They'll leave it with him. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass.
Oh my God.
All options on the touchdown.
He's now up to 64 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Defense going all in to stop the run. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. UConn quick to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the air, it's Vaughn. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
This is obviously not a great start.
Who was that?
2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Owls. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better.
That's a touchdown. Maybe not.
20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UConn.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. Turns it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Oh, that could be a pain.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. On the run, fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Cantrell. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it's caught inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To throw, it's Vaughn. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this
Who was
offensive
that?
line's got to do a better job.
Hell
They
yeah.
got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Getting some heat. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. To the ground with the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff to the single back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Little touch pass to the receiver. Pulled down for the tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever from quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to plan how to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into... It's a fake. He wants to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. The 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the
I would say we're not the same team like last year.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense.
We're good, not
I know
great.
they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Back open in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. The give to the lone running back. Spinderella. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now on second down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's gone. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Fires to the right. You don't give a hoot.
No way.
Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here in week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kentucky is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Rupp Arena with the Cats. They're up by 19 over the Royals. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when to go. The ball's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's in the end zone.
That was stupid.
And how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put
I think they gave up.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope.
That was just a
Guys, we're about to
safe.
see this Kennesaw State offense go
Be like, all right, we give
What a
up.
good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last one.
Next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's for... Oh, what a call. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And the pass is caught. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Offense threatening. 1st and 10 from the 31. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that.